I've got some of that Adox CMS20 II film, 4x5 sheet film actually. I got a few years ago. My dilemma is which developer should I use? Now I could use Adox's developer, Adotech IV. I do have some. I've got a 100 ml bottle, and I almost pooped my pants when I saw the price. In Canada it's like 30 bucks, and then I gotta pay taxes on top of that plus shipping. That's pretty expensive for just 100 mils, which won't last long. It only, what Adox says it'll do 6 rolls of film. That's about 24 4x5 sheets of film. Not a heck of a lot, but they're saying, and also some other people who use the film and that developer, that that's the best developer out there for it. Really? I find that really hard to believe with all the developers on the shelves in stores, you know, developers that we can mix from scratch, that is the one and only. So anyways, I thought I would give it a shot just to see if other developers are just as good, if not better. So I'm going to shoot about 8 sheets of film, and I'm going to develop one in Adotech IV, do one in Xtol. It'll be pretty diluted, maybe 1:5. So those are the 2 commercial developers. I'll see how it looks in POTA, and we'll see how it looks in good old Caffenol. Which Caffenol? Probably the LCCN I'll mix up. I'll do a comparison at the end just to see any of those other cheaper developers can be used. So the scene that I'm photographing for this test, of course, is my tree. I love this tree. The brightness difference between that branch and the grass is 5 stops, so that's pretty normal. I'm pretty happy about that. But an EI of 10 or ISO of 10, whatever you want to call it, that's pretty darn slow. So my reading off that branch was f5.6 at 4 seconds. And then there's reciprocity, right? Great. So that's about a stop more. So I'll shoot all the sheets of film at f11 at 8 seconds. And I'm shooting with my Can-Ham. I've got the 4x5 back on, and I'm shooting with a 135mm Fujinon. Nice lens. And don't worry, I'll spare you guys the agony of watching me while I'm taking photographs. I'll catch you guys later in my darkroom. Cheers. There you guys, in my darkroom. And I've just finished developing all my negatives for that test. And we'll start with the top left. This one is the Adotech negative. It looks fairly decently exposed. Shadows are a little bit thinner than I would like. Remember, I shot these at EI of 10, so probably I would shoot with a lower EI, maybe around 3. The highlights look pretty good. And there's decent density in the tree trunk. And the one next over is the Xtol 1 II. Look at the difference in color. So I don't know, I usually associate this yellowish color with underdeveloped, but it looks pretty good. There's decent density in the shadows, although slightly thinner than the Adotech negative. So I would probably, if I'm going to use Xtol 1 II, I would shoot it again at a lower EI. The highlights look really good though. And over here we have the POTA negative. Okay, it's looking pretty good. It's pretty close to the Adotech with more density in the highlights. There's good shadow. I would say a little bit better than the Adotech, but that's probably because it got a little bit longer than it should have in the developer. And the last one is the one that I did in the Caffenol LCCN, and it also exhibits that kind of underdeveloped cast to it, but I mean, it looks good. The density, the highlight densities are good. There's ample density in the shadows. It actually looks way better than the Xtol, and dare I say it looks maybe a little bit better than the Adotech. Well, maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks. Okay, so I'm going to take these upstairs into my Lightroom and scan them in and have a closer look at them.